All right, so world's biggest night show, Big Reeve, vibe with you. We had a special guest in the building, a pedestrian, someone who pushes the culture forward, and it's always dope to have dope people in the studio because, you know, we get to give them their flowers. Mario0o0o0o0o, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's good? Hey, man, chilling, man. Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, I'm happy you're here. I think you're dope. I know we've been talking a lot before we, kicked off the conversation and everything, like on the cameras and everything, but I think you're really big within our Bay Area culture, and you're doing a lot of good things, not just as a creator, like you're a filmmaker.
Yeah.
I mean, you focus on different things, like with graffiti, with sideshow culture, which is different things going on in the Bay Area. And I just want to congratulate you on all the success that you've had over the years, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me. It means the world to me.
Word.
And, you too, man, doing things out here. I'm glad to be on here with you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it,
I don't do
bro.
these things too often, so,
Word. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, not too many interviews, and pulling up today, it means a lot to me. So thank you, bro. Now I'm going to stop glazing. We'll move on to the next thing. I'm curious, when did you start creating content, and what type of videos were you doing initially that led to what you're doing now?
Yeah. And I started doing content in 2021.
Okay.
In the heat of the pandemic, and we were inside. I was bored, and like I just wanted to be outside because that's all we could do is like be outside. We couldn't do anything indoors. I was creating content for my wife. I was like her photographer, her videographer. I was making vlogs for like the longest time, for like at least 2 or 3 years.
Word.
Like before I started doing my own thing, and I've always had that creative niche, creativeness like within me. So I was just like, I just found an opportunity to like kind of start my own thing. I was doing vlogs on TikToks, and I was only on TikTok. Now we're on every single platform.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, I'm just a TikToker. I'm only gonna be a TikToker. That's all I want to do. And then after that, like I started making vlogs, and those were hidden. And then like I was doing unboxing videos. I was just doing a bunch of different things to get like my page up. And then I hit the streets one day with like my wife's uncle, and like he was recording me, and I was just like, let's just do this. And then like we tried a video, then we tried another video, then we made it Bay Area related, like man on the street, and then it just like went up, you know what I mean? And then like from there, like that's just what I did, you know what I mean? And I do skits and every now and then, but it's just what I do. And like now I'm a full-time filmmaker, full-time journalist. Never really saw myself doing this ever, like you know what I mean? Like it's just like it's crazy to see like where I'm at now, with all just from like the social media videos. For
sure. Before doing this, what did you want to do?
Before I was doing this, I had my own fitness business, and I was just doing like fitness and stuff like that. And like during the pandemic, like I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, like I was like hella depressed.
Man,
like I was just like hella depressed. Like I was like, I don't know where my life's going. I don't know where this is going. Like it was just like it was a mess, you know what I mean? And I know I'm not the only one that feel like that, you know what I mean? And this was one thing that just like made me happy, you know what I mean? And like just kept me going and motivated, and then like just seeing people like so much positivity coming from it, because it was such a negative time, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I feel like you said, you're not the only one. Obviously, like a lot of us were in just a dark space. We didn't know what was going on. We were told 14 days of flatten the curve, we back. 14 days turned to 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year. Us being in Cali, specifically the Bay Area.
Yeah.
I feel like the pandemic was like, what, 3 years?
Damn near.
It felt like it for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you remember your first viral video?
Yeah, my first viral video, man, that was the D-Lo one. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really, I can't really say it on the radio, but like, is if you know, you know.
Yeah,
and then after that was the Too Short one. What's Too Short's favorite word? Everyone knows that one. People still say that to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they'll go up to me on the street. You know what I mean? It's like, shout out to Short. That was it, man. And then from there, just like getting more creative and evolving, and like just doing different stuff, because if you're not evolving, like you're just gonna just be one of those creators that got left behind.
Yep. I love those videos. I love the Bart videos, of course, right? Because everyone, if you're from the Bay Area, you definitely had experience on Bart and Muni.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it all ranges from different types of experiences. You got your hair cut on Bart, right? You did with that. You did that one too, right?
Yeah. we just trying to go viral out here.
Yeah, just trying to
I was like, I'm gonna cut my hair. I might as well get some views out of it.
Exactly, right? Yeah, I thought it was great, bro, because like just looking at people's faces like around you and like what they were thinking, like I feel like most people on BART that day were like, at least they're not taking a doo-doo, you know what I mean? Like, at least that's not happening.
This isn't the worst thing I've seen.
No, for sure. No, and then of course for the filmmaking with the graffiti, like I'm not hip to graffiti culture as much as I probably should be, especially being from the Bay Area. But like I learned so much watching the video, bro. What you put on YouTube and hearing people's stories and their reasons and how they came up with their tags and the different things they do. What inspired you to make that film?
I've always been into art and graffiti, and like I feel like graffiti doesn't get recognized as much as like being a part of the culture. Yeah. And graffiti is very much a part of the culture. And it's just a way of like expressing yourself and having fun, and like, it has its troubles. You can get in trouble, you know what I mean? You can, it is vandalism, some aspects of it for sure. But like everybody has a story, and it's just like I love telling stories. I love giving people a voice that typically wouldn't have a voice, and that's pretty much what I do, like one of the guys that I interviewed for the graffiti documentary, he had schizophrenia. And his story alone was just like moving, I was like, I gotta put this out, For sure. And they're just like all Bay Area dudes, you know what I mean? Like they're all local dudes, and now like I'm cool with them. Like I know so many graffiti writers now that just after that video, I just produced another graffiti documentary. Like I went down to LA and hooked up with some people down there. So, and we're going to go to Mexico next month, and we're going to finish another one.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I know you have a film dropping soon, right? You actually have a theater. Yes. Tickets already sold out, so we can't give y'all no links or anything like that. But talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. The City of Sensitive Frauds. It's a story of Bay Area gentrification. It's a story about it's actually a documentary, so it's a real life thing. And we go around interviewing politicians, we interview police abolitionists, we interview neighborhood heroes, we interview the homeless, and we get perspective, real life perspective, and document real things that have been going on in the Bay Area about gentrification. A lot of people think about gentrification, they only see the outside. They don't really see what's the main reason and the cause behind it. And like, until it's like too late. It's like, oh, my neighborhood's taken over. All my neighbors are kicked out and all that, So it's like, it's educating people and it's entertaining people.
Word. Yeah. Absolutely. From what's my favorite word to, really getting in the ground and like really figuring out what's going on in the region and stuff like that. I love it.
Yeah, man.
I love it. And that's, what day is that happening again?
March 19th at the Crazy Star Theater in Chinatown, San Francisco. Yeah.
Can't get tickets. Sold out in 2 hours?
We sold out in 2 days.
2 days? Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, I was crazy. I was like, we only had to put out the trailer. I was like, I didn't even need to post any of the clips. We were already sold out. But it's a good feeling, and I'm thankful.
Yeah. The community's getting behind what you're doing. I mean, I think they can see the authenticity behind your content, what you're talking about, because, you're a real pedestrian. Yeah. And you can tell when someone's like trying to make Bay Area content and they they don't get it, like, and they're not, they say bruh weird ways and different things like that. There's a little things like you could tell, like if you're from the region, you can tell very easily. Yeah. So you got that documentary dropping, of course. After the debut in the theater, it's going to be released, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. We're thinking about holding on to it.
Oh, okay.
We're going to see how it does in theaters. We're going to, for everybody that got FOMO and missed out, we're going to try to premiere it in Oakland too.
Okay.
So we're going to go across the bridge and we're going to try to premiere it in Oakland, and people, everyone that missed out and everyone in the East Bay that can't come to the city.
Got you.
Because we got a big fan base out there in the East Bay too.
Get out to some festivals too.
We're gonna try. We're gonna see what we could do with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's incredible. That's really, really incredible, bro. So Who's your top 5 Bay Area artist, Mario?
I was in the car like
you were figuring
I
it
was
out,
like
right?
counting them on my finger.
You knew the question was coming.
I know, man.
Because look, look, when I obviously I've seen you do those videos. My little homie named Gabe from the Bay, he caught me at
Gabe.
Great America one day and asked me some questions like that. So I gotta ask, bro. You know, y'all be putting everybody on the spot, and then they be getting torched in the comments.
Torched, man. Shoot, man. Okay, let's do it. Let's run it. You know, Pilo, you know, definitely gotta give bro his flowers, and he's just like a cool guy. You know what I mean? Every time I met him, he's just a cool guy. You know what I mean? Really respectful, and you know, always shows love. Neff the Pharaoh.
For sure.
You know, cool cat, you know, same thing. He's my bro. I would say Du Bois. Du Bois is awesome. You know, he's always put the Bay Area on the map. You know what I mean? And his music is always elevating and going to the next level. And, you know, he's not staying with the same sound. He's always like progressing, I feel like, in his career. You know what I mean? 2 more. You know, some of the OGs, you know, I gotta give it out for Short, you know what I mean? Because his name alone put me on the map, you know. So I gotta show love to Short, you know. And somebody new that I would say like up and coming, you know, my boy Frack from the city.
Okay, yeah, he be going crazy.
Yeah, man, yeah. I would say those 5 right there.
Those are your 5 right now.
A little mixed up right there.
Mixed up. Okay, I respect it. I love it. I think it's dope, man. You know, I've seen so many different videos and so many different you know, I see the videos where people are saying who their favorite artists are. Then I'll see a lot of videos where DJs are playing like certain songs in the Bay Area, and it's always one set group that always gets the love, and then some people always, you know, don't necessarily get the love that they deserve. Is there an artist that you can think of, and it's an artist I seen you mention recently online. I'm not gonna hint at who it is, but is there an artist from the region that you feel like people don't talk about as much anymore, or that they haven't really you know, shown love to in a minute, that may or may not be doing music right now?
I say 24 Karat Golden.
Okay.
That's bro, and he he's from the region, and he's platinum.
Platinum.
He's platinum. And you know, just because his sound isn't like, you know, quote Bay Area.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's up. You know what I mean? Like, he's up there. He's done things, and you know what I mean? Like, that's definitely I would definitely say 24. Yeah.
For sure. Nah, when the pandemic kicked off, he had the biggest song in the world. He's made songs with Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? He made songs for Fast and the Furious. You know what I mean? Like, give bro his flower. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. And he's active in the community too.
Yeah.
Every year doing give backs, whether it's back to school or for the holidays. I see him get a bunch of kids shoes. Like, he's been super, super, super active.
Yeah, and he's a cool guy. I met him.
For sure.
Yeah.
The artist I was thinking about, and you kind of like, some people were in the comments like, yo, maybe he doesn't want to be talked about right now, is Roach Giggs.
Roach Giggs. Okay, on Threads. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking of which apps he.
I see. I was like,
Giggs.
oh,
where is Roach Giggs? Bay Area. Let's find Roach Giggs. I kind of got like in the DMs, and people like kind of like told me, you know what I mean? But I don't know if I can say it on the air. But,
no, we don't want to.
Hey, Bay Area, find Roach Giggs. We need to talk to him. I'll fly out and I'll interview him myself.
Big shout out to RGZ.
We need a documentary with Roach Giggs for sure.
You know, that would be dope, but I'm not sure if that's like if look, I'm not gonna rain on your parade, bro. I think it'd be dope. I'd love to see it. I feel like he was like he's dope, right? And then he was like probably a couple of years too early, you know what I mean? But also at the same time, the music came out when it needed to come out. But like with this social media era, bananas.
Yeah,
crazy, man.
Yeah.
When you post these videos, what do you hope people take away from them? Like any videos, from the films to the documentaries to the on the street vibes.
You know, I just try to brighten people's day. You know what I mean? Like, people that watch my videos, I get so many comments like, I was having a terrible day and this video just made my day. Like, thank you, Mario. You know what I mean? Like, and, you know, I guess just being educated about the topic we're talking about, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like news, you know, like what's going on, you know, what's going on in the Bay Area right now, you know, like, but it's like, it's just like, you know, it's still like news at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And just learn about the topic we're talking about at the moment. You know what I mean? I could say it's more pop culture, news type stuff.
For sure.
Just educate people. You know what I mean? Give people a voice that wouldn't typically have a voice. Yeah.
Have you ever, maybe you've experienced this while you're talking to someone or you're interviewing somebody on the street?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a negative reaction, like live? Have you ever had like someone like, "Yo, get away from me"?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh man,
every day. Like like I tell Freddie, me and my videographer Freddie, shout out Freddie, man, he's my goat. It's a numbers game. You know what I mean? Like we'll have a good 10 people we talk to, and then we'll have 20 people that just ignore us. You know what I mean? Or just keep it pushing, or or we get just not great answers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we were very picky and choosy who we approach and talk to, and we San Francisco is a very vibrant city. There's a lot of people there that are very authentic.
Yeah.
So it's easy to spot those folks out. And then it's funny because I'll be downtown so much, it's just you have regulars.
Yeah.
in my videos.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah. I know everybody down there, you know what I mean? So that's the $1 million block, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite moment from any of your videos that just sticks out that, whenever you talk about them, there's one moment that was just so crazy that it always pops into your head?
I'd say one of the greatest ones was definitely 420 when I saw Mike Tyson, and out of everybody there trying to talk to Mike, he talks into my mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't really say what I asked him because it's probably not appropriate for the air, but just the moment when I talked to Mike Tyson, that was one that just always pops in my head, and let me come back with more.
Word, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. But look, bro, I appreciate you sharing your story. It's always good to find out a little bit more about people who are, providing content when we were in a moment of uncertainty, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah.
And then over the years, watching you build that into the filmmaking and the documentary that you're about to drop. Well, you're not about to drop, you're about to debut.
Yeah.
And then eventually we'll see it in other spots as well, and all the luck to that. But it's just dope to get another side of it, because usually we're watching you, like the homie Ellen mentioned earlier. Usually we're watching you ask the questions of people, so it's cool to get to ask you the questions. Is there any other ones that I should ask him right now that he putting people on the spot with? Favorite taco spot?
Favorite taco spot?
Yeah, or burrito spot.
Okay, I've been going to Oakland and eating at Taco Sinaloa.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On International.
Absolutely.
That's the spot right now. Every time I go to Oakland, that's the spot. Literally every time we go to Oakland, it's hey Freddie, should we get tacos? Yeah. We go there.
Yeah. 22nd East 14th for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Staple.
Staple.
Fire. Tacos are crazy. You can literally break them down, turn them into 2 tacos if you want to.
Feel me? Yeah.
Meat's crazy. Pause. Meat's crazy as fuck. That's crazy. Sorry, I apologize. It got weird for a second. Sorry. It's got me thinking about tacos. My big ass over here hungry now. Oh my goodness, nah, man. But I appreciate you pulling up and spending some of your time. I would say, drop your socials, but if you're from the Bay Area, you already follow Mario.
You feel me? I'd say, if anything, follow me on YouTube. That's
subscribe.
where we're doing more serious content. So a lot of people know me as the man on the street on Instagram, TikTok, but on YouTube we changing it up over there, and we do more serious documentaries style, real filmmaking on YouTube. People can enjoy. Yeah.
Absolutely. The YouTube handle is the same as
same thing as the Instagram. Mario0o0o0o0o0o.
Yeah, 10 total.
10.
5 zeros, 5 O's.
Yeah, you'll see my profile picture after a couple.
Yeah, it'll pop up. You'll be good. You'll be fine. Any last words for the people?
I love you, Bay Area. I'm gonna see you guys, and I'm gonna do this thing, man. We're gonna go all over the United States this year. You know what I mean? We're gonna touch everything. We're going to Mexico too, so we got big things coming.
Sure, man. Well, be safe out on these roads, traveling, pushing that Bay Area culture. We appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yay.